Hello, welcome to this crochet tutorial. I will teach you all the basic stitches from single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and slip stitch. And well, actually we should start with the very basic steps, which is how to make one slip knot and how to make one chain. So I'll say these two are the main foundations for learning how to crochet before passing to learning the basic stitch, which are single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, and slip stitch. So this is everything that you will learn today, so let's go. First things first, for crocheting you actually first need to learn how to make one slip knot. So here we are. A slip knot will disappear if you pull from both ends, and I'll teach you how to make one of this. Pull the yarn with your right hand fingers. The yarn has to have some tension so it is always straight. Use your fingers from the left hand and pull the yarn to make a loop, and then twist it. Keep pulling while twisting and then pull the thread in the middle of the loop. Tie the knot and adjust to your hook size. Note that your right index and thumb fingers will remain closed and tight so the yarn doesn't slide that way. Now the next step is to learn how to make a chain. Now that you know how to make one slip knot, let's make a chain in 3 steps. Keep a constant tension in the thread. For this, you have to semi-grab your index finger with the yarn. Apply enough tension for you to have the thread straight, but at the same time it should be easy for the thread to slide smoothly when pulled. Second, always hold your work between your left middle and your thumb finger like a clip. Never drop it and adjust as the chain increases. Also adjust the tension around the loop in the crochet hook. It should be easy for the hook to come in and out. Finally, yarn over, which means bring the yarn over the hook and pull through the loop. Hey, congrats, that's your first chain. Now continue till you have 20 chains, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Now you have a string of 20 chains. Now what? So I'll teach you how to make one square in single crochet. Assure that you actually have 20 chains and make one extra chain. So you will have 21 chains in total. Then skip the first chain from the hook and insert the hook in the second chain from the hook. Now let's make one single crochet stitch. For this, you'll have to pull the yarn and you'll have 2 loops in your hook. Yarn over and go through all of the 2 loops. You'll end up having only 1 loop in the hook. And yay, congrats, that's your first single crochet stitch. Now repeat the motion. Insert the hook in the next chain, pull the thread through, and you'll have 2 loops in your hook. Yarn over and go through both loops. Repeat in every chain, and I'll see you at the end of the row. Okay, now that you are about to finish your row of single crochets, now it's time to grow a square. For this, you only have to turn your works so you can keep working from right to left. So let's start a new row. For this, when you finish making your last single crochet, you have to make one chain in the air. Now turn your work, skip that chain in the air that you just made, and work one regular single crochet stitch in the next single crochet from the previous row. And you know what to do, because you already know the motion of the single crochet stitch. For this, you know you have to pull yarn and then you'll have 2 loops in the hook, yarn over and go through both loops in the hook. Repeat as many rows as you complete a square like this. To start a new row of half double crochet stitch, you have to make one chain in the air, turn your work, then make one single crochet in the first stitch followed by one chain in the air. This will help you to have even edges. And now let's learn how to make one half double crochet stitch. For this, you have to yarn over, then insert the hook in the next stitch from the bottom row, and then you'll have 3 loops in your hook. Yarn over again and pull through all of the 3 loops in the hook at the same time, and then you'll end up with 1 loop in the hook. Repeat until the end of the row. during this process, so all your loops in your hook has the same height. As you can see, all of the three are aligned one to the other, so it's easier for you to go through all of the three loops at once. Remember that you have two options to start one new row of half double crochet. The option 1 is to follow the instructions as you've seen at the beginning of this video, so your edges are more even, or you have the option 2 of substituting that by making 2 chains in the air, and that will be your first half double crochet. To start a new row of double crochet, you have to make 1 chain in the air, turn your work, then make 1 single crochet in the first stitch, followed by 1 chain in the air. Now, let's learn how to make 1 double crochet stitch. First, you have to yarn over, so this means to grab the yarn over the hook, then insert the hook in the next stitch from the bottom row, pull the loop through, and now you will have 3 loops in the hook. Now, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops in the hook. By now, you will have 2 loops remaining in the hook. Yarn over again and pull through the 2 remaining loops in the hook until you have only 1 loop in your hook. And voila, congratulations, you just made your first double crochet stitch. Now you have to learn the motion to continue throughout the row. To start a new row of double crochet stitch, follow the instructions from the beginning of this video, or substitute that for 3 chains in the air as your first double crochet stitch. To start a row of slip stitch, you have to chain 1 and turn your work. Then you have to insert the hook in the first stitch from the bottom row. And then yarn over and pull the yarn through the stitch and through the loop in the hook. And that's pretty much it. A slip stitch is often used as an ending stitch because it helps the work to look more even. You will recognize a slip stitch from a regular single crochet stitch because the slip stitch has this texture that it's a little bit more stiff. And one characteristic of the slip stitch is that it lacks of flexibility, which will help the endings to look more even and that don't stretch out. This could also be a disadvantage, but it will depend on the effect that you will like to have on your endings. Most of the times a row of slip stitch is the last one in a project because it's used as an ending stitch. But if you want to start a new row, follow the instructions from the beginning of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you find this video useful for you to start your crochet journey, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out any other crochet tutorial. Thank you so much again, and I will see you next. Bye bye.